Sup you guys, welcome to Domix Design. We're here to teach you all about UI and UX. And in this video, one of our family members from India, Harshit Bishit, just sent me one of his portfolio around 20 days ago, I guess. And I've been dealing with a lot of personal issues, so I couldn't record it and review it. So in this video, we're going to review what he sent me, and I'm gonna give my feedback. We're going to analyze it in different ways. I'm gonna tell you about this picture's advantages, disadvantages, good points, and all this kind of stuff. So if you want me to analyze and review your portfolio, don't forget to send me to the link in the description. Sounds interesting? Let's get to the computer. So first of all, it was a proposal like this, what you see on the screen. It was a proposal telling all this stuff here, explanation, wireframes, digital wireframe, and this kind of stuff, and the final design. So I took a screenshot and I divided into 3 parts so I could be more comfortable giving my feedbacks. And it turned out like this one here. Wireframes, design, first prototype, redesign, and final design. I divided into 4 parts actually. So first of all, we are going to start with this wireframe right here. This is the wireframe on the paper. It doesn't look actually really bad. It starts from right here, and let me see, street food. Then after choosing one of these, I guess, we'll open a page like this. Then menu and order confirmant. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, all right. So right now I'm not actually getting this because it's just on the paper. This is what that was on his mind, and I have the right to not understand it. So this is the wireframe. The wireframe looks good, not bad actually, but I have the feeling that it could be more precise. It could be more with more details, because it was on the actual proposal. So when you're posting this kind of proposal, it's better to have more details on your wireframes, because the other users that are seeing this, they could understand it more, and that's it. The whole design system, the whole leveling, actually, it's good. It's really good, because I understood that this is the first page or a splash screen that I'm seeing. So this is good. This is really good. Then you drew an arrow and drew this, and this one is good, not bad. So, and after that, this is the menu, I guess. Yeah, I guess this is the menu. So that is good. That is good, but yeah, there's no but here. This arrow things you drew is really good. It's really good, but you could have more details on that. For example, what is this screen? What does it do? Where it is going to be used on the screen? You get it? Yeah, this is actually really important, because the wireframe is yours. You're going to see it, and you'll understand the whole situation, your whole design, because this is yours actually. But when you post it on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, or other social platforms, and you want other users to give their feedback, adding these kind of little details will help you a lot. Because, for example, I don't understand what is this first screen is all about. What does it do? I don't know this kind of stuff. So adding details will help other people to actually understand it better, to communicate better with your design and have better feedbacks. For example, I know all the process. I've seen the final design, and it was good. It was good in the first site, but right now I'm talking about this wireframe thing. When you design your wireframes, there's two different options and opportunities and situations. First situation is that you want it to be yours. no one else going to see your wireframe, and you can design it however you want. You can draw it however you want. There's no problem in that. But the other situation that you're actually on this level and on this situation is that you draw your wireframes, you design your wireframes, and you post it on social platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, Behance, and all this kind of stuff. And you want other users to leave their feedback. So when I don't understand, when I don't know what's this about, how can I give a good feedback to you? So that's it. But the whole designing thing is good, is exceptional, except that I don't understand what is this thing is about. I guess this is the thing, whole profile thing, that there's a profile picture and name of the user. I guess this is it. So all right, now I'm looking at the first prototype, his first design. In the first side, it's not bad at all. It's really good. The color palette that you've used, the thing that you've used in the first side of your first prototype is really good. I liked it. So I'm assuming that this screen that the cursor is on is the first screen or the first page that I'm going to see in the application. So there are street food. The name is good. I like that. So there's a today's special. I like the idea. Today's special. That's good. That is good. That is really smart. But there's a problem here. The problem is not with your UX, but with your UI. You see that all your borders are really curved. I'm assuming that you've used more than 20 pixels. But the curve here is not that much. You could have just used less pictures, less pixels in other your triangles, and to make the balance between all this stuff. But here, actually, what I'm looking right now is these three parts plus this button, they're really curved out. But the picture is not that much. So there's a little, so that doesn't make that balance. And I don't think that users really liked it. For example, I'm seeing this picture in the first place. I'm seeing this for the first time, and this really didn't get me. I didn't really like it. So that's the first problem here. The other problem that you've used, and I hope that you figured it out in your other prototypes, the redesign in your last prototype, there's a fonts here. You have used different fonts here. One is today's special, other one is for this description, and other one is this part. This is a bad option. This is a bad choose. You can use only 2 fonts in a whole website. I mean, the whole website. But you have used 3 different fonts in splash screen, which is just this. I guess you got the point. This splash screen is way smaller than website. Website has been used on desktops, tablets, or phones, but the splash screen or the application that we're designing, it is just for cell phones, for phones. And there's a little thing, there's a little space that you've got going on there. So using different fonts, that's not a good option that you've chosen. We're going to second splash screen here, and we're assuming that the user have used one of these options here. There are 3 options, but in the wireframe had been 4. So we are seeing the restaurant profile and the description and 3 buttons. Let me see. There are 2 buttons. on the first prototype you have designed 3 buttons. One of these message, and I can't see these 2. Let me go to here. Here is better. Let me just check this out. We are going down here and I cannot see. Alright, so there are 3 buttons, no complaints, and there are other restaurants here. You could have been more smart. Your design is really good, your UX is really awesome, but you could have been more smart and choose better options. For example, the person who have choose the Burger King, he's or she's interested in that restaurant. They don't want other restaurants. They want to see their foods. So you're giving her too much options here, which isn't that good. You're giving too much options to the person. There's Burger King profile, message, and 2 other buttons, and there are other restaurants. So the person who choose the Burger King, they just want to see their food. They're interested. They've already chose their restaurant. They're interested restaurant. So there's no point in designing this other restaurants. And by the way, I think there are other restaurants because the quality of the picture is really low. I am just guessing. So the other splash screen that we're looking at is the Burger King or the restaurant foods. The design is good, but you could have been more smart in here as well. There's a header here. There's a header here, and I can't read the titles. Yeah. All right. You could have used border radius here and just make a difference between the option that they're going to use, the color. I mean, you could have made a difference in colors between their button they're going to choose and their background. For example, it could have been white. This let me just take a paper here. Let me just give me a second. All right, I found my paper. Okay, you're seeing his design here, and I've checked other prototypes, and there hasn't been much, editing here. So I'm going to redesign it on my paper here, and we'll see the result. All right, if I were you and if I wanted to design this, I would have gone with this option. All right, it didn't turn out to be really tidy, but it could do the trick. Look, this is the wireframe. Yeah, this is the wireframe that I've designed right now. This is the header. This is the header, which you can see up here. The cursor is on actually, and these are the options that the user have. So these are, for example, 3 options with curved borders. So remember, a website application or anything you design it's not just about UX, it's about UI as well. If there's not a good UI, people won't stay on your application or your website as well. So we're going with this one. All right, see, these are options, but here you can see these the options that Harshit designed. They're without any kind of border. There's just one border on bottom of that, and it's not good. So you could have add more paddings between your options here, and paddings from top and bottom, and paddings from right and left. So, and you could have just make it more curved, the borders, and it would have turned out much better. It's actually my it's my idea, and you can just leave your comments here, but the whole design system is good. You have to focus more on your borders. Make sure that if you want to have curved borders, you have to have these kind of borders in all your design, in all your pages, splash screens, or etc. And if you want zero curved borders, you can just design it like this. Alright, this is the next page, add to cart or leave button, order. Actually, this is the order section. Again, we can see the problem. There's no curved here, there's no angles curved here, but we can see that these borders, these buttons actually have curved angles. There's a little border radius here, and also there's not that much border radius here, but there is border radius in the picture. So you could have just made your you know, picture circle, completely circle. It would have looked better and more you know, all right, it could have been better. All right, so this is the order and the pay. Again, we can see, and here there's not a good contrast between your colors. You can see the background is white, and the background is white, and this triangle, this border we got going on here is blue, but this is really light blue, and it doesn't make that much difference between colors and doesn't make good contrast here. So you could have used a little, you know, another color, for example. That's it. There's not much thing here, nothing here. All right, so this was the first prototype. Yeah, this was the first prototype, and we're going to the redesign thing. Wait, this is the redesign. All right, we have before and after. All right, we can see there's a lot of difference here. I like this one. I really like the colors that you've chosen here and you've used here, because these hot you know, these warm colors are really making good contrast between your elements, and also this navigation that you've designed here is really awesome. Also, you have used you've used shadows in really smart ways that I really like it. See, there wasn't any search. I guess this is a search border. There wasn't any search in the, you know, this one, and there is actually a search border here. Plus, there was the name of the application here, which has been removed here. See, this is the difference that I've been telling you. When you have a small amount of a screen, a small amount of space, you have to design simple. You have to be simple in your design. This is what Harshit has done here. See, it's really great use of space here. The paddings are good. The margins are good. The paddings from sides are awesome, and I really like it. Plus, the use of icons down here is way better, is awesome. See, you know, there's actually that I'm focusing right now, there's a little thing that you could have done to make your design better. See, there's really a lot of paddings between your icons, and there's not that much space from your sides. So you could have just made them closer to each other, and that was almost a flawless design. Buy one, get one free. That's good. But you could have used, you know, a better position for your thing, for your button here. That's a thing. And also, You have used, I guess this is an orange color, or something between an orange and a red color. And also you have used red color for your button. This doesn't make a good contrast here. That was another point. You could have used, you could have used the button with just borders, with a white border, and that could have been better, I guess. That could have been better. You can see there's we are actually seeing a new page here. This is the the order splash screen. This is the redesign, and I really like it. Plus there's a thing that I really like. This is add-ons. I really like the cheese, soda, and I can see these two. Yeah, I totally like it, dude. Like, that was awesome. This splash screen is awesome. Really liked it. So we are seeing here in the payments, we are seeing completely new page here as well. That's good. This is good as well. Yeah, this is good as well. But I don't know if if you could have changed your colors here. You could have used red color in these radio buttons, and it could have been better, I guess. At least I think it could have been better, because there's a balance between all your colors here, and you see that there's a red button here and a red header here, and these radio buttons are black. That's not really balanced here. So you could have used more. This could have brought more balance to your design. And also we are seeing this page. The page is really good. Seriously, I really like how you use your buttons here. There's a red background color, a red background button, and there's a white background button, and this is really good. If you have used hover effect for that, this is awesome. Really like it. Also, if you like this kind of review video things, don't forget to drop us a like down below. And if you want me to review all your portfolios in future, don't forget to use the link in the description. This is my LinkedIn profile. Don't forget to send me your portfolios. All right, we're going to final design. There's a splash screen here, which is awesome. Good icon, good logo actually. There's a login and sign up page. The design is good. I really like your design. Hold on. There's a teeny tiny little issue here that I'm seeing right now. I don't know if it's because of the low quality of the picture or it's in your design. See, these paddings from size, they're not that much. See, they're really into your sides. I don't know if you get it or not, but you could have used more paddings from sides, right and left side, and there could have been more actually, clean and tidy. And I guess this is really good. This is good, but that could have been better. This is good. Yeah, these are good. I have reviewed these. Oh yes, still we are seeing the issue that I've told you in this section here. Hold on, let me take it. Let me hold on a few seconds. Yeah, we are seeing here. See, this header here, this picture here has became more curved, has become curver, and we are not seeing that much difference in the options, the foods here. You could have used this thing here, right, like this, and I assume that it would have been better. I have to, you know, start a design myself and see what are their goals, and then I have to make my decision. But I guess this would have been, this is good, but that would have been better. This is it. Yeah, really like your idea here also. This video has been 20 minutes long so far. Right now, I guess it's actually, I guess this is more than 20 minutes, but this destination that you're tracking right now in this screen here is really good idea. I really like your idea, and also the design is good. The color, these colors are, you know, making good balance here. But there's right now that I'm seeing this, there's a little tip that I could tell you, Harshit. If you're watching this video, don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Look, when you're choosing, you know, a specific color for your color palette, which your design is upon that, use them in the shadows as well, but with a really low opacity. For example, you can see right now, I'm really sorry for the low quality of the pictures, but this was the only way that I could show you. Look, you are using red color here in both your buttons, but there's a gray, you know, more like black shadow in this, you know, section here. You could have used this color for your shadows with really low opacity. For example, like 20% or 15% or something like that. That this make this balance as well, and also it shows your you know, your main color that you're using for your whole project. We're seeing the and here, look, when we are having 4 or 5 or these kind of numbers of amount of options here, like you're seeing right now, there are 4 items and 4 options here. When we're having this amount of options in a really small space, we're doing 2 kind of stuff. We're doing 2 things. The first one is we don't write their items, we don't write their name below them. We are more likely to use them as a hover effect. This is because we're not having that much of space. And the second option, which is really important, you are using a lot of shadows here, and they're actually mixing up. These shadows from 2 different items are mixing up together. And if you're seeing here, there's no amount of space between them. You are using padding and margin to, you know, give a little space between your items, but these shadows are mixing 2 items up, and this is not good. So when you're having this amount of options here, this amount of items here, in, for example, you are using 4 items in a small amount of space, don't use shadows, or use really low shadow in opacity, and don't use that much shadow. That's it. And yep, look, you could have used this design here, right here as well, here where the cursor is on. You could have used this here as well. Look, this is really good design. This is what I meant. This is what I meant. Also, you could have, you know, use a little darker color for the background. For example, something like gray, or, you know, something more likely to black. These dark colors to make a good contrast between your options and background. And that was basically for today, guys. I hope you like this video. If you want me to review your portfolios, don't forget to send to my LinkedIn, send your portfolios to my LinkedIn. Also, if I could help you with your design, if I don't know, said anything good about your design and could help you with your design, Don't forget to drop us a like and hit the subscribe button. And until next video, stay safe.